Have you ever read a self-help book? Self-help books are written with the goal of helping readers solve personal problems and, generally speaking, improve themselves. Why am I talking about personal development books on a channel dedicated to language learning? Simply because I have found that in many of these books you can get extremely useful tips and techniques to learn languages, even if the book isn't on the topic of learning a language. Today I'm going to give you 5 key lessons I've learned from self-help books to master any language. The first lesson comes from The Power of Habit, in which Charles Duhigg explains that 40% of our daily actions are habits. A habit is an action we perform without any intent or willpower. A great example of habit is brushing our teeth every morning. We simply do it without having to force ourselves or thinking about it, since we have done it every morning for as long as we can remember. What if we could transform our daily language learning sessions into habits? Actually, we can, if we understand how habits work. Let's analyze a very popular habit: checking our phone very often. This habit is made up of a cue, we hear our phone buzz, of a craving, we want to know who sent us a message, a routine, we stop everything to check our phone, and a reward, we feel pleasure or distraction by reading a text, an email, or a notification on social media. Now, let's look at how we can use this to study a language every day. For the cue, you can put a language book on your desk or set MosaLingua web as your browser's default page. For the craving, you need to set up a reward for completing your task. This can be an immediate one, like eating something you love, like a piece of chocolate at the end of the session, or a more long-term reward, such as picturing yourself traveling abroad and speaking the language of your dream fluently. By repeating this routine every day, every time you see the cue, the language book, or MosaLingua web page, you'll start associated with the reward, and you will end up having a craving which will drive you through the routine to get your reward. And if you repeat this process for 30 days, this habit will become so strong that you'll no longer need any willpower to study languages every day. Lesson number 2. Use social pressure to boost your willpower. Speaking of willpower, let's look at another very powerful hack explained in The Willpower Instinct of Kelly McGonigal. Sometimes it's very hard to find willpower to work on difficult goals or projects like learning a language. But willpower is one of the most important ingredients when it comes to learning a language, and you need a good dose of it every day to be successful. Even if we might not want to admit it, we are profoundly influenced by the behavior of the people around us. The truth is that behaviors are kind of contagious. So we often feel social pressure when we see that people around us are doing something. Here are my suggestions to use this social pressure in your favor and achieve better results with languages. First, share your goal of improving your language skills or learning a new language with your colleagues, friends, and relatives. You can do this via social media or in person. Now, your plans are public, and you know that if you quit, everyone will be aware of your failure. This little social pressure will push you through and give you the motivation to work every day toward your language learning goal. 2. Pair with another language learner. Team up with a friend or relative who has a similar goal and agree on specific times to study with them. This will help you both, because when one of you is lacking willpower, the other will be there for support. Regularly meet with people who have similar goals. Like I said, behaviors are contagious. So if you regularly meet with other people who are learning a language, you will end up having more motivation and willpower. That's my case when I attend a polyglot event. During these gatherings, I meet so many motivated and focused people that I myself feel immediately more motivated and enthusiastic about language learning. Lesson number 3. Practice deep work to avoid distractions. The third lesson comes from Cal Newport and his great book, Deep Work. Deep work is an activity performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that pushes your cognitive abilities to their limits. These efforts create new value, improve your skills, and are hard to replicate. The other refers to professional activities, but I think that deep work is extremely versatile and useful when it comes to learning a language. To learn a language, you need to practice every day for short but very focused sessions. In order to achieve intense focus during your learning sessions, you need to first avoid multitasking. If you study 15 minutes, then focus only on the task of learning so you can maximize your productivity. Second, avoid distractions. Turn off notifications and put your phone in airplane mode so you will not be interrupted. Third, extend your focus over a longer period of time, but do not overdo it. Place all your energy on the task of learning a language for as long as you can, but don't exhaust yourself. I recommend studying 10-15 minutes a day. Short sessions are more effective because you won't get overwhelmed or bored. So, if you want to study 1 hour a day, take a short 5-minute break after 20-25 minutes. Fourth tip, block out moments of the day to study languages. In my case, I found that morning is the best moment to fully focus on language learning and avoid the risk of being interrupted. For you, of course, it can be another moment of the day, but do put this time slot in your agenda so you avoid making other engagements and stick to your plan. These were the first key lessons for mastering any language that I've learned from self-help books. I thought the other 2 lessons merited their own video. One comes from The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, and the other is from Darren Hardy's book called The Compound Effect. Check out the description below for the links to my videos dedicated to these 2 great books and the extremely useful tips they give. Thanks a lot for watching this video. See you soon!
Thanks for watching. Want more videos like this one? Subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell to be notified anytime we publish new language learning content. Click the screen or below to go straight to our app where you can start learning a new language today. See you soon!